guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the latest update on the Liverpool takeover, because a Qatari journalist has shared the latest news around Liverpool's takeover process. And also in this video we will review the Wolves-Liverpool FA Cup replay, which was yesterday evening. I got finished with all of the stuff that I needed to be done very late after the game, so I decided not to upload a review video at like midnight. So I'm doing it after I posted the Qatari takeover news in this video. So this Qatari journalist confirmed that the deal between FSG and Qatar to sell Liverpool Qatari investors to Qatari investors is ongoing. The interest is there, and the Qatari investors want the highest percentage of Liverpool. Obviously, they don't want to just purchase a minority stake in Liverpool. They want full control of the football club. And he said that there is a problem with the sales percentage because Qatar wants the biggest percentage to own Liverpool. And this is not the account that discussed the Arsenal takeover, just to make that clear. That was a separate Qatari journalist. But this journalist, his Twitter handle is @Qatari on Twitter. He has links to the state of Qatar. He was used as the mouthpiece for Qatar during the World Cup, and he's also an Arsenal fan. He posts regularly about Arsenal, and I just wanted to give you guys as much information about this guy as possible, so you can jump to your own conclusions. So regarding the James Pearce tweet that Liverpool are increasingly likely, FSG are increasingly likely to just sell a minority stake in Liverpool rather than sanction a full sale and nothing is imminent, I wanted to address that. So James Pearce has been proven wrong many times. He said that Thiago's deal wasn't happening just days before we officially announced signing Thiago. Right before Liverpool announced signing Cody Gakpo, James Pearce said that there was no expectation of any signings in January. So there is an element of doubt in what he reports, because he has been proven incorrect on a few occasions. And he exactly reports what FSG tell him to. So if FSG wanted to calm down these rumors, they would go to James Pearce and say, this is what you should put out. And you can see this in numerous articles he writes, usually excessive declarations of adoration for FSG's sustainable approach, but also his incredibly sycophantic opinion in the summer about how complete the squad was with no glaring holes, despite everyone seeing that we had huge issues in midfield. And the Qatari, the Twitter account that I already talked about in this video, he's effectively a mouthpiece for the state of Qatar. And that account has also produced a poll asking about online opinion on Qatar's acquisition of Liverpool FC. This may seem inconsequential, but it's worth bearing in mind that Saudi Arabia journalists did something similar before buying Newcastle. It seems these states like to judge online feeling towards their takeovers before they are completed. Qatari's report was also retweeted and added to by another Qatari journalist based on the pictures of Salah and Al Khelaifi meeting in London. His report was that Qatar plans on leaving Paris Saint-Germain by 2024 and will assume full control of Liverpool. Both Qatari and the other journalists are followed by Paul Joyce, if that makes their presence any more reliable. And we have seen with the recent transfers at Liverpool that rumors start on the other side. The rumors never start from the Liverpool half of journalists or media, or the English media. It's always on the other side. The Thiago rumors started from the German media. This is often because the club Liverpool FC want to keep our business secretive until it's completed. There is no reason to suggest a sale of the football club would be treated differently. There is nothing to gain by telling officially that we are in talks with Qatari investors to sell the football club, because someone may offer more money at the last minute. The fact that rumors and reports come from Qatari side first is an indication that at the very least the Qatari media are getting some information on this. So it's not possible at this moment in time to say who is correct and who isn't. It's pure speculation. Qatari reporting has some weight, and because he has good ties to the state, this Qatari journalist, and it's clearly more reliable than some no-mark journalists with no links. It would also make the Qatari state look a little silly if their main mouthpiece was reporting fake or incorrect pieces of news. However, we must also take James Pearce's article at face value, as that's maybe FSG's current standpoint, and about as up to date as we will ever get until the club is sold. So that's the latest on the Liverpool takeover. What do you think about this? Let me know in the comments below. It looks like Liverpool won't get new owners until the end of the January transfer window, so we won't be signing a midfielder, which I think is a huge disadvantage in our quest to finish in the top 4, but we shall wait and see what happens next. And it looks like FSG are playing this game for more money. They may be selling to the Qatari investors. We only want to sell a percentage of Liverpool. Oh, you offered 500 million more? Well, okay, for that much we would sell the whole club type of thing. For them, maybe we want it all for a smaller stake. We pay less than a percentage of offer for all of it. It looks like FSG have realized that a boost up to 49% from a Qatari source would be great for FSG, and because they retain majority control of the club, and the Qatari source bankrolls the rebuild of the squad. But I would be very skeptical of Qatari investors coming in if they didn't have majority control of Liverpool FC, and because then they can make all the major decisions. I think this is the less likely scenario. And also, if the owners wanted to just sell a minority stake, why are they using two giant investment banks? Because when they sold a minority stake in Liverpool earlier to Redbird Capital, another investment firm from the USA, to approximately $735 million, they didn't use not even one giant investment bank to oversee that investment. So I think Liverpool are being sold in full, or at least a majority stake will be sold to Qatari investors. That's my prediction. Another proof of this is that Mike Gordon has totally disengaged from the day-to-day running of Liverpool FC to work completely on the full sale of the football club. The day-to-day running of the football club was transferred to Billy Hogan. Now it's Billy Hogan's responsibility. He's basically the new Liverpool CEO. Another Liverpool fan said that the news of Qatari investment maybe was never meant to reach the public domain. Maybe it leaked out through Middle Eastern journalists, and Liverpool are now scarpering to deny such interest in order to keep their asset value protected. James Pearce came out and said that Liverpool aren't being sold to Qatari investors in a full sale, but if we lost to Wolves, he would never come out and say this. He is a mouthpiece for FSG, James Pearce, so don't believe everything that he says. He denied our interest in Thiago. He said even a few days before Thiago was officially confirmed as a new Liverpool player that we have no interest in Thiago. We aren't looking at signing him because he's over the age of the usual age bracket that FSG would be interested in. My biggest worry is, are FSG getting greedy? Are they really wanting $4 billion for Liverpool FC? I think that's a little bit over the top valuation, and maybe the Qatar, the investors, don't want to pay that amount for Liverpool. And if that becomes the result of that will be that Liverpool aren't sold and we are stuck with FSG, then the owners can expect a lot of backlash from the Liverpool fans, and especially myself, because I'm fully FSG out now, especially now that we are not investing in a midfielder, it looks like, in the January transfer window. But this is positive news overall, that Liverpool are in talks with Qatari investors FSG are in talks with Qatari investors. Mohamed Al-Kaibi is an Egyptian journalist. He's a very reliable journalist, and he said that Salah met with Qatari investors, and also that Liverpool and FSG are in talks with Qatari investors for the full sale of Liverpool Football Club. The problem is that this will be a very drawn out process, and I really would want a quick conclusion and solution to this, but with a huge sale of Liverpool Football Club like this, it takes a lot of time and a lot of negotiations, and it might take even months, maybe even half a year to get this takeover done. But I want FSG out, and if it takes until the summer for this to be completed, then I will be happy as well, because I just want them gone, and I want new owners who have more money to invest into the playing squad, so we can have better players. Jurgen Klopp deserves a better squad to work his magic and to try and win more trophies with Liverpool Football Club. And now I will review the Wolves Liverpool game. What a brilliant performance, and I'm so happy that Jurgen Klopp put in the youngsters and the fringe players, because the first team players who played against Brentford and Brighton didn't cover themselves in glory at all. So the youngsters deserved it. I thought that Bajcetic was brilliant. He was running the midfield. Naby Keita was fantastic, and I really hope that at least two of the three midfielders of Thiago, Bajcetic and Naby Keita will start against Chelsea on the weekend. I would start Fabinho in the defensive midfield spot, Thiago and Naby Keita next to him, and I would put Bajcetic on the bench. I wouldn't start Bajcetic because I don't think he's ready against the biggest teams. He struggled a little bit against Manchester City earlier when we went out of the League Cup, but still Liverpool had a brilliant performance. Harvey Elliott, what a guy. He has been a boyhood Liverpool fan. His whole family supports Liverpool, and to come on and actually to play every game this season, either as a starter or as a substitute, is brilliant. And he takes the ball in his own half after a brilliant recovery from I don't know which Liverpool player, but Thiago spreads the pass across the pitch to Harvey Elliott, takes the ball in his own half, runs towards the Wolves box, and when he saw the goalkeeper was off his line, and when he saw that nobody was really closing him down, he unleashes a beautiful shot into the top corner from 30 yards. What a goal, what a guy Harvey Elliott is. He sometimes gets a little bit too much criticism. He's still a kid, basically, at 19 years old. He's not the finished article yet, but this will give him a lot of confidence, and he wants to score more goals and get more assists, and he should be used sparingly as a substitute, sometimes as a starter. And you could see the hunger and the aggression and the high pressing from the Liverpool players, and Jurgen Klopp said that this is the reaction that we needed to show. We were compact, we were together defensively, we were really good. And also Jurgen Klopp confirmed that he wants to keep Bobby Firmino at Liverpool. He wants Liverpool to extend Bobby Firmino's contract. I would extend Firmino's contract. I also got some criticism about saying that I would extend Naby Keita's contract, but that's purely from a financial point of view. It's cheaper to extend Naby Keita's contract than to replace him, and we need to save as much money as possible until we get new owners, so we can get Jude Bellingham and at least one more added midfielder. If we let Naby Keita leave, yes, I know he's injury prone, yes, I know he only plays like for half a season, but still, if we let Naby Keita go, we get no money from the sale. He leaves on a free transfer, and we have to replace him, and that will cost another 30 to 40 million, and we would need maybe 3, maybe even 4 midfielders in the summer, and I just don't see FSG investing that kind of money. But I really hope that we get new owners by the summer, and then we can really go to town on the transfer market. Darwin Núñez will be back for the Chelsea game. He will be back training tomorrow, it seems. Cody Gakpo also has a very good attitude. I really liked bits of pieces of his play. What I don't really like about Cody Gakpo is that he starts to press the opposition, but then he holds himself. Instead of going full pelt at the opposition and try to win the ball back, he holds off a little bit and needs to learn to be more brave and to get to the opposition player quicker. Maybe when every forward is fit, Gakpo is 5th or sixth choice. You can debate whether he's fifth or sixth choice, but he still is very young, and I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp will develop him, nurture him, teach him a lot of things, and he will improve with time. At the moment, he's not really a very exciting or flashy player. He's exciting, but not in the sense of how Darwin Núñez or Luis Diaz was exciting when they first came to Liverpool. But Cody Gakpo has time on his hand, and also you have to remember he's playing for a struggling Liverpool team. Once all our attackers are back fit, you will see a different Cody Gakpo. I'm pretty sure of that. So yeah, let me know what they think. What did you think of the game yesterday? I thought Joe Gomez was much better than previously. Konate was at his imperious best. James Milner was actually pretty decent at right wing. Fabio Carvalho was very unlucky that his goal was ruled out for offside. He also showed some good touches, good moves, and Thiago was also much better than against Brighton. Even though against Brighton he played okay, the most of the team played absolutely shockingly. So the Liverpool-Chelsea game is absolutely massive. Chelsea are in horrendous form, just like Liverpool. So we cannot afford to lose that game, especially because the game is at Anfield, I think. So come on, let's beat Chelsea and let's go from there and take the season on to a different level. Let's go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.